This is what it's like to live in Korea as a jobless foreigner. Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm a foreigner living in Korea and I'm currently jobless. Today I'm going to a job interview. I'm looking for a corporate job. I live in Seoul, the capital of South Korea, and this is what Seoul looks like in the morning. It's a very busy, fast-paced city. As you can see, everyone is on their way to work. Most people take the subway to work because it's convenient, affordable, and always on time. It's considered rude to talk loudly on public transport in Korea, especially during peak hours when people are commuting to work. So it's usually very quiet on the subway. Can you feel the silence? In Korea, the subway in the morning is usually very quiet. A lot of people are actually sleeping on the train because they worked late the night before. Long work hours are still very common here. For many office workers, commuting can take 1 or even 2 hours every day. So subway becomes the only place people can rest before starting another long work day. At first, I thought the silence was strange, but now I think it's actually very considerate. Everyone is tired, so people try not to disturb each other. In a city as busy as Seoul, that quiet moment feels special. Most Korean people work 9 to 5 corporate jobs. In Korean culture, stability is considered very important, so office jobs are the most common. Today, I'm heading to a marketing job interview. The company is located in a neighborhood that's very popular in Seoul because many companies are based here. People come here to work office jobs. The people you are seeing in this video are probably also on their way to their corporate jobs. I used to work in this area 2 years ago. I used to clock in every day just like them, but I hated my job. Every day I felt like a robot, clocking in and clocking out of a job I didn't enjoy. I think a lot of people experience this at least once in their lives. Sometimes we choose jobs just because they are stable even though we hate that job. And in Korea, it's not a good image if you quit your job too quickly. So many people stay in jobs they don't enjoy for a long time. Older Korean people often stay in the same job for 10 or 20 years, or even their whole lives. Now things are slowly changing, but even young people usually don't quit their jobs at least within the first year, even if they hate their job. But I really hope that my next job will be something I actually enjoy. And I hope I can find a job soon. Anyway, I've almost arrived at the company for my interview. See you later! Hi, I just finished the interview. I'm not sure if they will hire me or not, but they gave me 20,000 Korean won just for attending the interview. It's about 15 US dollars. Most companies in Korea don't do that, so I think I got lucky today. Let's buy something to eat and then go home. I think I want to buy something from a convenience store. Korea is a country of convenience stores. Convenience stores are on every corner of Korea, and you can find literally any type of food there. The best part is that the food at convenience stores is really cheap, but always fresh and delicious. So it's very common here in Korea to buy and eat your food at convenience stores just like mini restaurants. But today I'm just grabbing my food and taking it home because I enjoy spending time at home. I bought this orange sandwich. It's custard cream and fresh oranges wrapped in soft bread. Eating something sweet with hot coffee after a stressful interview feels so comforting. I like treating myself to something even small after a stressful day. Now let's go buy some groceries so I can cook dinner. This is the local supermarket in my neighborhood. Since I became unemployed, I've been cooking at home. Eating out in Korea isn't extremely expensive, but cooking at home is still much cheaper and healthier. Cooking is also relaxing for me. I really enjoy it. Korean food is healthy and delicious, but Korean restaurants use a lot of sugar in their cooking. So when you eat out, the food can taste sweet. But Korean people don't use much sugar when they cook at home. So if you have ever tried Korean food at restaurants and felt like it was too sweet, I would recommend cooking it at home. Then you will be able to try real authentic Korean food. But today I'm not cooking Korean food. I'm trying something different. I'm making a Central Asian dish called spinach samsa. It's healthy and delicious at the same time. You might be wondering why I live in Korea when I don't even have a job. But the reason is actually very simple. I'm originally from Central Asia. I moved to Korea when I was 17 years old. And I was so young that my mom actually had to take the plane with me because I wasn't allowed to fly alone as a 17-year-old. Since then, I've been living here and now I'm 29 years old. So I've lived here for such a long time that Korea feels like home to me. It's just my home, you know. I've worked many different jobs in Korea, from serving tables and teaching English to working in several corporate jobs. So I wasn't always jobless. This is just a phase in my life. Hopefully it's just a phase. I'm also married and my husband works in Korea. And no, my husband is not Korean, but he has also been living here since he was very young. That's why I'm able to live in Korea even though I'm jobless right now because my husband is working. But I mentioned in my short videos before that it's not very common in Korea for husbands to work while wives stay at home. Usually both the husband and wife work because Korea is very expensive and corporate jobs don't really pay that well. But I'm really hopeful that I can find a job soon. Your girl got this, I can do it. And I hope this explains why I live in Korea even though I'm jobless. In Central Asia, we eat a lot of baked pastries like this. Samsa is a dough pastry, usually filled with meat, onions, or vegetables, and baked in a very hot oven. This one I'm cooking today is filled with spinach, potatoes, and meat. Delicious and full of vitamins. So, what is the difference between the cost of eating out and cooking at home in your country? Is it a big difference? In Korea, prices have changed quite a lot in the past few years. Before COVID, the Korean currency was strong. Food and rent were really affordable. Everything was cheap and prices didn't rise much. But after COVID, the Korean currency became weak. Now food and rent are expensive and prices keep going up while salaries stay the same. A lot of people blame COVID for that. I wonder if something similar happened in your country too. Has your country's economy recovered after COVID or is it still the same? I hope you will let me know in the comments. Going back to being jobless, I know that in Korean society, I'm seen as someone who has nothing. Being 29 years old and still jobless is seen as something bad here. Some people might even see me as a loser. But I really don't care about how society or other people see me. I care about how I see myself. That's the most important thing. And I know I'm someone who always does my best, and I'm proud of myself for that. Food is ready. I also made a sauce. This sauce is very similar to salsa. Eating it together with the sauce makes it 10 times more delicious. My husband came home after work and he's so happy with the dinner. Every time I cook for him, he gets so happy like a little kid. It's something small compared to everything he does for me. I mean, he's the only breadwinner in our house right now. And he still helps me a lot with house chores. I think it's very important to choose your life partner wisely, so that you can still feel happy even when you are jobless. So this is how I spent my day as a jobless foreigner in Korea. Thank you for watching. It makes me really happy if you had a good time watching my video or felt a little less lonely. And I hope you are being kind to yourself today. See you in my next video.